What's up, everybody? This is Adrian with Rare Garage Auto. Today I'm here with this 1998 Nissan Skyline R34. This is a 25 GT turbo version. I'll do a quick walk around the body and the whole car and show you everything that this thing has and try to point out any imperfections along the way, which this thing doesn't have any. It looks amazing, as you can see. So let's take a look. As you can see, the whole car has a Z-Tune style body kit. Down to the front lip look with the under spoiler. It does have hood latches, as you can see there, with the Z-Tune style hood scoop. It does have front Z-Tune fenders, which look aggressive and add to the look. There is BBS rims on here, super nice. It is lifted, as you can tell. We left it a little higher because of a lot of times these cars are purchased out of state and it's a lot easier to ship when there's more clearance underneath. So there's no real door dings or dents. It does have the GTR style over fenders on it. They are bolted on. GTR style rear wing carbon fiber. And this side, car's super clean. It does have LED tail lights. I think it's the Nismo style. I'm not sure, but they're rings instead of the normal bulb ones, so they look really nice. I think there's some pictures on that one. And again, the Z-Tune style fender just adds to the aggressive look. No major door dings or dents. It does have the Nismo door guard here, which looks really nice. And it does have top secret hood latches on the front hood. And yeah, we'll go on to the interior. All right, so there's a lot going on in the interior and I'll try to get to everything. First off, the door actually has a Nismo light that projects on the ground once you open it. It's pretty cool, as you can see there. Going on to the interior, it does have aftermarket seats. It does have a little, slight wear on the seats, but seats are easily changed out. A lot of customers put aftermarket Recaros or whatever. Aftermarket steering wheel, Momo steering wheel. It does have a turbo timer. Hop in here. This has a Clifford alarm system. Comes with this car. Has Defi gauges in here, which are super cool. So those have been swapped out with Defi gauges. It is carbon fiber wrapped, this whole thing. It has that was the ETC card box. That's an electronic toll system in Japan, so it just gives you a cool little Japanese sound every time you start the car. It does have an aftermarket dual DIN radio in here. Carcera. You can hook up Bluetooth to this. You just have to go through the menus. It's in Japanese, but use Google Translate. It's super easy to sort that out. It does have a multi-gauge down here. Gives you a lot of different views on different systems in the car. So right now it's on speed, but you can switch it, I'm pretty sure, to a couple different gauges and just get a few monitors of different systems. It does have this cool reverse camera here in the mirror. Every time you put it in reverse, I believe the camera kicks on. I'm not sure if I went over this one before, but it does have a Grady Boost controller sitting here. Let's see what else this has. I believe inside that's about it. These seats super clean, aftermarket floor mats, super nice also. Let's see if there's anything. It does have some car maintenance records in there along with the manual book. And the back seat also is, if you can see it, leather. Let me see here. his aftermarket leather rear seats, which are super clean. Okay, so onto the engine bay. The R34 GTs come with the RB25 DET engines, which they are similar to the older ones. They just did some performance upgrades to have better performance and reliability. It's just a cover here, which is the Neo 6 cover, that makes it look a little different. This car comes with a lot of cool little mods in here, nothing too crazy, but it has a Greddy radiator. It has an oil cooler, which is routed to the oil down there. It has Olin suspension, which is a really good performance suspension, very pricey. It has a nice little aftermarket intake with a block off plate there. It does have a HKS super sequential blow off valve, which gives it some really cool, nice sounds. This is, I believe this is the stock strut tower bar. Somebody put a Mobile One sticker on it. I'm pretty sure it's the stock one. What else is in here that is interesting? Everything has been recently maintenance, and it runs very well, which we'll start it up here in a second. No drips, oil leaks, or anything like that. So yeah, let's start it up. Okay, this is gonna be a cold start. I'll go ahead and start it up and you'll see how it runs. Okay, so this is the cold start. It idles a little higher, obviously, on the cold start to get it up to temperature. It has 137,000 kilometers, which I believe roughly converts to around 82,000 miles. All that information will be in the description. And what's nice is that somebody put aftermarket lights. I think I forgot to show that for underneath here. So when you start the car, it's on that side also, but you have to open the door. At night, you know, everything shines nicely. Yeah, so it's gonna do its warm-up thing here. I'll give it a little gas real quick, and then we'll come back and give it some more gas once it warms up a little bit more. You can kind of start hearing the blow-off valve there. It does have aftermarket exhaust, so it sounds really good. The lights, in case you don't know, is handbrake, seatbelt, and door, which we have all of those open and on. Okay, and this is how it sounds when it is on. Still in warm-up mode, but you know, sounds really, really nice. Runs really, really smooth. Yeah, everything here is good. I think I forgot to point out that it has an oil catch can there, which you can see the tubes going into. That's a normal, in Japan, that must be their, everybody uses those tubes for some reason. Nice and clean. And we'll try to take it out for a test drive. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to try to take this out for a test drive, but now that it's warmed up, I will give it a couple revs. Let me open the door so you can kind of hear it. And I'll hold it too, so you can see that first. So, here we go. And then I will hold it at 3 grand. Back down. Right back down to idle. So there's no stumble or loss of power there, and we'll try to take it on to test drive. Usually I have 2 people, but I'll try to hold the camera and see if I can get it. Okay. Trying to shift with one hand and do this at the same time. All right. Hopefully there's no cops. Turn here, but drives really smooth. I'm not sure if you heard it, but the blow-off valve is really aggressive and cool sounding. Let's turn here. Starts actually picking up speed. It's really smooth through all the gears. Brakes feel good. Shifting feels really good. It does actually feel a little more stronger than a regular RB25, probably because maybe they have the boost controller tuned up a little bit. But yeah, it starts picking up speed right in the third gear range. Okay, gonna try to take it on a more straight road here, get up to speed more. Okay, there we go. So we're doing about 80 to, I think we were like 80, 85, 90 kilometers. So this is a lot faster than the back roads we were just on. And yeah, it drives great. Drives smooth, steering wheel straight, and yeah, it's a nice cruising car. Has a little bit of power for fun. And yeah, it's a really good car to have on a nice day cruising. So we'll head back to the shop now. All right, so if you're interested in this car, please give us a call at 206-774-0043, or you can contact us on all of our socials at Rare Garage Auto on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.